Hey guys, so my name is Angelis Gonzalez and this is my first YouTube video, and today I will be doing a Q&A slash get to know me. So let's get on with the video. My first question is, how old are you? I am 16, but I'm turning 17 in August 21st to be exact. That is my birthday. Who is your best friend? My best friend is Abby, or aka Abigail Grace Morales, and I will be putting a picture of her right here. And what do you want to do when you grow up? So what I am good at right now is the artistic stuff: makeup, nails, hair, painting, drawing, anything like that. And I've like, when I was little, I used to draw stuff like just to be creative and things like that, and people would be like, oh my gosh, that's so good. I'm looking at them like, no it's not, but okay. And they're like, oh yeah, like that's amazing, that looks so pretty, that looks exactly like the cartoon. Like, because I used to draw like a lot of Disney cartoons, and people are like, oh my gosh, that looks exactly like the cartoon from Disney. And I'm looking at them like, no it's not, but okay. So yeah, like I like to do that, but I don't think that would be like my future thing to do. I think I would be like a nurse, or like, I don't know, like something that has to do with kids, like a teacher or something. But like, to become a teacher, I would do like first or second grade, because I can't deal with no third grade and up, because too much attitude. My fourth question would be, what is your favorite movie? So I have different favorite movies of different genres. So for romance, I would say 5 Feet Apart. I cried at the end, so oh my gosh. So for comedy, it would be White Chicks. And then for action would be Jumanji, the first one and the second one. Like, those were amazing. So for shows, right now I'm watching a whole bunch of different shows. But my favorite so far from what I'm watching, well, I used to watch a lot of episodes. I used to watch a lot of TV shows when I was little. I used to watch The Vampire Diaries, Pretty Little Liars, Switched at Birth, The Fosters, and I would watch like all these different things. And what I really like is like the mysterious ones, like, oh my gosh, who killed who and why did they do that? You get what I mean? So I'm watching Pretty Little Liars, The Perfectionist. I'm gonna start watching Legacies, which is like another Vampire Diaries type of thing. And then what else? Love is Blind is pretty good. Like, you know, it has to do with like romance, things like that. So if you're into that, I recommend that. What is your favorite sport to watch? So my favorite sport to watch would be basketball, mainly because like at my school is like a really big thing to watch and things like that. I think also because like I've watched my brother play for 2 years now, and he's getting good, and I think like that's why. And the varsity players at our school are like are really good. So yeah. If you could dye your hair a color, what color would it be? So if I could dye my hair a color, a specific color, it would be like a red, kind of like purplish in the sun type of thing. I'll post a picture right here. But yeah, that would be what I would dye my hair if it was allowed at my school, but it's not. What made you want to start a YouTube channel? So what made me want to start a YouTube channel would be, so ever since I was little, maybe since I was like 11 or 12, I saw my sister like applying makeup and applying foundation and applying this and making a whole bunch of different looks with her eyeshadow, and I wanted to do that. So I would like sneak into her room and like steal her stuff and things like that. And even though I thought she didn't know, she knew. And sometimes she would get upset, but sometimes she would let it slide because she knew I would return her stuff. And so then what made me want to start a YouTube channel was I wanted to show people what I could do with my makeup. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of other people out there, but not girls like not that I've seen. Maybe there is, but that I've seen, I've only seen them on Instagram, but I've never seen them on YouTube. So may I remind you, I am 16 years old, so like I've seen like older ones, like 20, maybe 22-year-olds doing makeup, but I haven't seen any 16 to 17-year-olds do it. Next question. Where am I from? I am from Florida, but I was raised in a household of Puerto Ricans, aka my grandma, my parents, my older sister, and my aunts, my uncles, and everyone. So I am basically what you call a pura boricua. If you don't know what that is, it's like a pure Puerto Rican. So like, even though I wasn't born over there, I was born over here, and I was raised in Florida, I was still raised in a household of Puerto Ricans that you always had to speak Spanish no matter what, because my grandma, she did not understand one sentence in Spanish. I mean, in English, sorry. So yeah, we always had to speak Spanish, and then after she died, like, we still spoke Spanish in the household. But since my parents had to learn English and things like that, we kind of like slacked off a little. But I'm starting to get into it again, because like everyone in my family, like my aunts, my uncles, they don't really speak English, so I'm starting to like speak Spanish more, and I think that's a really good thing. My next question is, what is your favorite makeup look? My favorite makeup look would be like a neutral with lashes, like a neutral face with neutral eye makeup and then lashes. I don't really do eyeliner because I mess up on the eyeliner and I don't think it looks good on me. I think just mascara, lashes would be good for me, and some lip gloss, and that's it. I'm out the door. But sometimes when I have like blemishes and I have like insecurities on my face, like I cover it up with a little bit of concealer and I put like a tad bit of foundation, and then I put powder, and then I'm out the door. That's it. Like, that's how I go to school. That's it. There's nothing more to it. And yeah. What is my favorite color? My favorite color right now is any shade of purple, light pink, and teal, or turquoise, whatever you want to call it. Okay, my age, I already said that. What inspired you to start your own account on YouTube? So, like I said before, like, yeah, makeup and things like that. I also have like an Instagram page, but I thought I wasn't getting a lot of viewers there, because everybody like, oh yeah, she's a little girl, like she's a little girl doing YouTube. I mean, she's a little girl experimenting with Instagram, like whatever. And people just swipe on my Instagram account and like not focus on like what I was doing. Like I love what I do. I love makeup. I love nail polish. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna cry. But people like look at me and they're like, oh my gosh, she's like a 10-year-old. No, I'm 16. I am 16. What kind of videos will you be posting? I will be posting a lot of hair, makeup, and nail tutorials. And also I will be having special guests, like my friends, my family, my parents' friends, like close family friends. And yeah, that's mostly what I would be doing. Maybe I'll do like some challenges with my parents, or maybe with my siblings, but that's pretty much it for now. What inspired you to make your channel? Basically what inspired me to do my channel would be my friends and my family and all my supporters on Instagram. They're like, oh my gosh, yeah, you should do a YouTube channel. Like, yeah, you should do it. We believe in you. Well, we think it's great for you because you like to talk a lot, and not just talk a lot, but you love what you do. And they thought that was like really great. And they're like, yeah, start it, do it. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But I never decided when I was gonna do it. So like now I'm like, okay, I'm ready to do it. I'm ready for people to start seeing me for who I am, not for anybody else. What is your ideal vacation? My ideal vacation would be to go on a cruise to Hawaii. I've been on multiple cruises. I've been on 3 cruises my whole life. Like, no, 4, my bad. So when I was 4, I went on a cruise, but I didn't really enjoy it because I was like sick at the time. And so let me elaborate on that. So when I was 4 years old, I got leukemia, as literally a baby. And I got sick and I got put into the hospital a lot. So with that being said, I wasn't allowed to be like a normal kid, as you would say. I didn't go outside. I wasn't allowed to ride a bike because I was so fragile. I wasn't able to swim because I had like PICC lines everywhere. If you don't know what PICC lines are, they're basically like the stuff that they take out the blood from like the little line that goes into your heart, and then they take the blood out or whatever. So I wasn't allowed to like go swimming or like run around because like I was so fragile. My parents were so scared that I was going to break. So with that being said, when the hospital was like, oh yeah, we got you a dream vacation, like Make-A-Wish was like, oh yeah, we gave you a vacation to go on a cruise, on a Disney cruise, to go to these places. And when I went, like I was so sick that I couldn't enjoy it. So the cruise after that, it was for my sister's birthday, and we went with family friends, and we enjoyed it a lot, and I think it was like pretty good. And then the third one that I went to, I had fun because I was always at the teens club. I was 15 at the time. And then the last cruise that I went on, it was amazing because I went with my friend, my close family friend, and we were like always together, and we had a whole bunch of fun, and it was just great. And then for my next dream vacation, I want to go but to Hawaii, because I've been to Mexico and I've been to Puerto Rico, but I want to go to Hawaii because I want to see what it looks like, because people are like, oh my gosh, it looks amazing, and I want to go check it out. So yeah. What is your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve would be when I'm talking to a person and they're either on their phone or listening to music while I'm talking to them, and I'm like, are you listening? And they're like, no. I'm like, I'm speaking to you. Why aren't you listening to me? Favorite movie, I already said that. Favorite makeup brand. I have a ton of makeup brands in my makeup bag. But I think the most ones that I love would be Morphe. Not just because they're like, oh yeah, it's a big brand. No, it's because their palettes are amazing. Yes, they're a little expensive, but I love them because of their quality and their like the shades that they are. And I love Morphe. Yes, they're a little expensive, but they're worth it. Like they're worth that $25. Elf, because it's affordable, and not just that, but the quality of the makeup is great. Like I love their poreless primer. It's amazing. I haven't tried their new one, but I heard that it's like really good, and I kind of want to try it. So yeah. My next question is, what's my favorite part about makeup? My favorite part of makeup would be the eyeshadow, because I get to play around with a whole bunch of different colors. And not just that, because I love shimmery shades, and because it just always comes out good. Like, no matter if you mess it up, you can always fix it with a little bit of concealer. You get what I mean? And I love the lashes part, because I feel like it just puts the whole look together. What made you want to start makeup and beauty? So what made me want to start the beauty part, which would be like the hair, the nails, would be my mom. My mom started off, so when me and my siblings went to school, my mom was also going to school for hair. And so then we would always walk from school, because it was like right across the street. We would always walk from school, or my mom would come pick us up, and she'd drop us off in like the front of her school, but we weren't allowed inside. So every time that would happen, I would always watch my mom from the window and see her doing her clients and talking to her clients. And my mom was happy on what she was doing. So when I was able to do a ponytail, a braid, a French braid, a Dutch braid, when I started to do that, I ended up loving it. And I was like, this is what I want to do when I become older or anything like that. So that's for the beauty part. For the nail part, ever since I was little, I would always paint my nails, and I'm like, oh my god, like they look so cute. And then like people would always come to me and they're like, wow, you did a really good job on your own nails, because some people like mess up a lot, but ever since I was little, I barely messed up, you get what I mean? And then for the makeup part, my sister was the one who inspired me, because when my sister started working, she would always make money and she would buy her own products, and I would take them from her. And even though I thought she wasn't paying attention or she didn't know I was stealing them, she knew I was stealing them. But sometimes she would like get mad, and then sometimes she's like, I don't care. But the times that she was like, oh, I didn't care, she knew I would always give it back. So like I always ended up giving it back, or I'm like, oh, sorry, I took this, but I just wanted to give it back. She's like, oh no, it's fine. And then sometimes she'd be like, don't touch my stuff, and then I'd always be like, I'm sorry. But that's besides the point. What's your most favorite look you have ever created? I think my favorite look at the moment is on my Instagram page. I will put it right here. It would be the Christmas look that I did. I did one eye green and one eye red. And also another one that I did, I would say it would be the Fairly Odd Parents one, where I did a green and I also did a pink, and then I also like shaded in my eyebrows those colors. And I just thought it was like really creative. And I saw the eyebrow stuff from a different girl that I saw on Instagram, and I thought it was like amazing. So I wanted to try out, and I thought it was pretty cute. For my last question, it says, how tall are you? I am not very tall for a 16-year-old. I'm not even average height. I'm below average. I am 4'9.5", and people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, wow, that's so short. Yes. So when I went back to when I got leukemia, that basically messed up my whole growth and all my hormones. So I do not grow anymore. So people are like, oh, it's okay, you're gonna grow. No, I'm not gonna grow, and no, I'm not gonna shrink either. But yeah, that's basically my life story, my get to know me / Q&A. Hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys liked it. Please give it a like and leave some comments down below on what you want me to do next. Thank you and have a nice day.